And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, the very first Hot Pursuit game in the series, which I think that there is a second one for sure. And after the second one, I think there are a couple more. Tim, the demo video looks so bad. Don't worry, the game looks better than that. But since the videos are not upscale, they look terrible. But don't worry about it. Also, how is it going, Draynot? We need to change some options as always. Well, like the miles per hour are out. Cameras. Okay, I'm not fucking with that. And the steering is on the analog, but thankfully everything else is very standard. It seems that they learned from the previous games that their mappings were dog shit by default, so they actually made them very standard. Accelerating with cross, braking with square, handbrake with circle, camera view with triangle. Look behind, I'll rather have this one on L1, but it's still very nice. And maybe reset car on R1, so I have shift down on L2, shift up on R2. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then you have the horns, in case you want to, annoy your opponents. You can also change your username. Well, I mean, it was gonna ask... What? Oh, you need to press right to save it. You finished the Breaking Bad trilogy? Nice. And what do you think about it? And how is it going, Blue? Yeah, the horn is crucial, I know. So this game has 4 different game modes, well, single race being the standard one. But this one adds Hot Pursuit, because the other 2 are tournament and knockout that were in the previous game. Well, there is also practice, but that doesn't matter. So I don't know what Hot Pursuit is, but I'm assuming it's related to cops. So I'm gonna try this one first. I don't know what skill level means, because it can either be beginner or expert. I'm gonna see what expert is first, and when I get destroyed I will change it. Wait, how do you select it though? Game setup. Okay, but I already set it up. And now what do I do? Oh, it's with start. You can select the track, hometown, direction. Oh, you can play in reverse. Alright, well, I think this is fine. So, what cars are there? Is a Chevy, a Countach. I don't think I recognize this one. Nazca C2. So, oh, the Lamborghini makes a return. And it actually has decals here. I think I'm gonna pick that one. Oh, these are locked because they are... They have like, you can select that. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go with the Lamborghini then. You can change the color too. Oh, this one looks pretty cool. Purple and yellow is a nice combination. This one also looks pretty cool. Damn, that's a hard decision. I think I'm gonna go with the purple one. It's fantastic. You can see why it's one of the best pieces of media out there. Now you need to know what to watch next.
The Lamborghini Diablo was developed to replace the awesome Countach, and it got the job done superbly. Sleek, ground-hugging styling incorporates the unique upward swinging doors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't want to know that. Wait, did I select the wrong option? Oh, maybe I did? Did I? Didn't I press start? Alright, I guess I pressed showcase accidentally. You can choose the opponents, but I don't really care about my opponents. Do whatever you want. And race. You won't get destroyed in the first race, causing you to try hard for the rest of the stream. I don't think that will be the case. Then again, it doesn't really matter. So why is this hot pursuit? I wonder. Like, are the cops after me? And if the cops are after me, why are they after me? Okay, I think this camera a little bit close, but I guess it should be fine. Oh, there is normal traffic. Wait, I'm not driving in a truck. I'm driving in a like a street, and the cops are after me. All right. What? Sorry, sir. Alright. Trying to ram me from the side. That isn't very nice of you, Mr. Cop. Would have gotten myself killed. You can get that Corvette though, I don't mind. Oh shit. Wait, am I getting busted? Oh shit. Wait, I got fined? Dude, I don't even have money. What you mean I got fined? Alright, well, sure. Take my $0. I'm gonna miss them. I got fined? Really? That's the penalty, getting fined. Alright. That's an interesting thing to do. I'm in debt. They should drive in reverse. Well, one of them appeared from the side. So I'm not sure. Oh. Mr. Cop, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but your microphone sucks. It's even worse than mine. So... What? Dude. Okay, I understood stop. That one I understood, but... Like, holy shit, I can... Oh, fuck. I mean, I got fined again.
You are busted. Don't let me catch you speeding again.
So basically, once they fine you, they let you go, and if you trigger them again, they will fine you again. And fining you is basically making you lose time in comparison to your other competitor that, you know, will not get fined. Just never pay. I mean, I cannot pay even if I wanted to. The question is, when does a cop know I'm speeding? I'm assuming it's when I go right next to them. But see, for example here, let's say I slow down. Right? Like, this is not going over the speed limit. Right? So they shouldn't go after me here. Wait, are you talking to me? I'm not speeding over here. Well, unless... Right, like I'm just driving normally. Or is this guy going after me? Well, the problem is that... Damn it. Alright, you know what? Fuck you, police. See, the problem is... Okay, cop, you know what the problem is? That the limit in the... You know, the limit in those signs is in miles per hour, but my speedometer is in kilometers per hour. So I'm afraid that I cannot understand that limit. So please understand, cop, it's not my fault. Damn it. So if there are no cops nearby and you get into an accident, you don't get fined. You only get fined when there is an accident and they are next to you. That's how it seems how it works. I just phase through a car. That seems fine. Wow, what was that a Lamborghini cop? Oh, never mind, you need to look back like this. Wait, where is he? He's right on to me. Wait, oh, there you are. Yeah, that's a Lamborghini, right? It's the same car I'm using. And what? Where are these cops from? Are we in like the Arab Emirates? Are we in Abu Dhabi with all these extremely luxury cop cars? Fuck, I got fined.
Don't let me catch you speeding again.
Aventador? I don't think this is an Aventador though. This is a Diablo. I don't even know if... Yeah, I think this one is a Diablo. At least for what I understand. Right? The only thing that I'm gonna park is something in your ass. I'll let you guess what. Fucking cops. I don't wanna park it. Come on, bro. I'm on a Lamborghini. These things are made to go fast. Oh, well, how about that guy? Why don't you find that guy that was in the middle of the road? He could have caused a wreck. He's just driving normally. Besides, oh damn, I barely won that.
You've won the race.
He won the race, but I got fined like 3 times. Now I have more debt than a university student. It's okay.
Congratulations! You've got a top 10 time for this track.
I really care about the top 10. Yeah, it is a Diablo. The Aventador, I don't know if it came later or not, probably. Also, what are these times? Look at these times. 1.5 minutes faster. Are those like dev times or what? That's insane. But yeah, I got 3 fines. Damn, who can you say that is the real winner here though? With that result, I mean, sure, I finished first, but my bank account is gonna get finished first as well. Damn it. Well, that's an interesting mode, but I'm more interested about the other modes. Specifically, in the previous game, it seems that knockout is the real meat of the game and not tournament. So I want to try knockout first and then see tournament. It seems that the skill level doesn't really change much for what I'm seeing. I mean, I play like shit and I still won, so I'm assuming it's not very important. Alright, so obviously in knockout you cannot choose anything. So let's not choose anything. But yeah, knockout is basically, if it is like the previous game, it's 2 laps in every track of the game, and the only one that gets eliminated is the one that gets in last place. So as long as you don't get last place, you should keep going, right? But yeah, I wonder if they... Oh wait, it's raining! With lightning. It's a lightning storm. Damn, this is alright. I wasn't expecting that. That's interesting. Wait, is that light in front of me coming from my car? Like, alright. Like... How much power does that cost? Because I don't think that illuminating such a gigantic area is something that will be very cheap. I mean, look at that. It's like I'm using a military type well, flashlight, I guess. Like, I'm pretty sure that if a person gets into that light, he's gonna get burned. Like, that cannot be healthy. Ouch. Well, that crash also cannot be healthy. So there is a weird thing here, and it is that my opponents are 16 seconds away. So maybe picking expert does change the game quite a lot. Maybe I should have gone for beginner. But why did I win the hot pursuit then? Is it because the AI is particularly bad at dealing with the cops? Because look at this. Look at how far behind I am from anyone else. Everyone else. Maybe I should pick beginner after all. Because look at this. 14 seconds. And it is true that I wreck a couple of times, but god damn. These guys are far. Well, technically those seconds are the difference between me and the first place, I think. Not the second to last place. Yeah. Also, what does carcass mean? Is that an English word? I don't remember hearing it before. Or is that supposed to be the brand of my minimap? Yeah, I think I might need to go for... I might need to go for beginner. I think that expert is it's for experts, and I'm not an expert. I'm just a casual, you know. I'm a casual here, so I like that it's either beginner or expert. I like how there is no in between. Like, you are either a beginner at the game or you are an expert. You can't just be like, you know, medium or like, you know, a whatever. No, it's either beginner or expert. Damn. Well, I will accept my beginner status in that case. I don't mind. But you know, that's very rough. It's like, imagine that you play a game like Touhou and there is only Easy and Lunatic. Oh, it's not raining anymore. Maybe it only rains in Esper, or maybe it's random. I mean, it will make sense if it was random, considering that weather in itself is quite random. Well, if a meteorologist heard me say that, he will probably smack me with his telescope. But, you know, I mean random in the sense that it doesn't depend on you, you know. Also, I think that in this game, beginner and expert could be the same thing as in the previous game, where they made you choose between arcade and simulator, I think, or whatever the other option was. I think that's the difference. Also, it seems that what appears in the minimap, that carcass thing, is the leader. Or no, I think it's the next. Yeah, no, it's the next participant. So carcass is the guy that is ahead of me, that red car. Also, how is it going, Yami? This game is from the PlayStation 1, the year 1998. Maybe that's why the graphics are not of your liking. But, you know, I don't know what do you expect. You never play a PlayStation game? You know, it's doing its best. What you want me to do? This PlayStation 1. The beginning of 3D graphics. It's not gonna look better than this. You play the PC version to death. Well, okay, but this is not the PC version. This is the PlayStation version. you know. We were talking about that yesterday, but consoles are not supposed to be as performant as, you know, as PCs. Not now and not back then either. You know, it is to be expected that the graphics wouldn't be as good. I would play the PC version if it wasn't a pain in the ass to make it work. So, you know.
That's your best lap. You placed fifth.
Yeah, that's fine. Remember, this is knockout, so placing fifth is not an issue. As long as you don't place last. Though, I don't know if I can survive the knockout for that long. If I did that badly. Though at the same time, I cannot blame the car. Because as you can see, the first two competitors also use a Diablo. So, you know. Kung! You know. Red Rock Ridge. Okay. I don't know if I like that corner on the bottom left. But, you know.
3, 2, 1, go!
But I do feel like the car takes a little bit of time to steer. Damn, there are rocks in the middle of the road. Just like that. A lot of them. Seems that the CPU didn't eat them for breakfast, so gotta be careful to not eat them myself. Nah, but it should be fine. I'm sure there is no issue. Oh! Okay. Well, at least... Damn. Get rammed. At least this game, differently from the previous one, it seems that when you hit a wall, especially if you're airborne, you don't completely lose control of the car. So at least they learned from that. I like that every game tries to correct the previous game's issues. What are you trying to say, Blue? Is that a coded message? I don't know what that means. I know that those are the initials of the game Ridge Racer Revolution, but I don't think you're trying to say that. Nowadays games are going backwards. Well, it depends on what saga. But, you know. Yeah, there are others that, you know, do learn from their previous games. It's just that I want to come up with an example. Let me think. A game that come out nowadays. Well, that came out nowadays. Ah, fuck me. And there is a guy called Bullet. That's pretty funny. The problem is that most of the games that... fuck me. Oh, I forgot that I can choose respawn manually. I don't need to wait until my car flips to respawn. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, that most games that I have in mind are not multiple releases, right? Like games that release nowadays that are good. Usually they are games that are one and done. So I'm afraid that I cannot really come up with much right now. I will need to think for a little bit more. But that's fine. Right, I need to overtake this stat guy. The issue is that the CPU doesn't seem to fail as often here as it did in the previous game. So you cannot rely that much on their mistakes. You have to rely more on you not being shit at the game. So need to be careful. Though I'm still worried about the first two cars. As you can see, they are quite far ahead. There doesn't seem like there is any chance to reach them. So it's gonna be a problem once the final races come here.
You placed 6th.
Yeah. Avoiding the last place barely. I don't know. I feel like
Congratulations!
I'm not gonna get too far at this rate. It feels like at this rate I might get eliminated very early on. But as long as I keep avoiding the last place, it should be fine. Right? Atlantica. That's a weird shape. Where are the cops? The cops are in the hot pursuit mode. This is the knockout mode, so there are no cops. Only the hot pursuit mode has cops. The rest is basically regular races. Oh shit. Oh, you can drive down there. Like, falling there counts like out of bounds pretty much. And look at this guy. I can do the same, you know? Huh? Where are you going? Asshole. Alright. Problem will be learning the tracks. It seems that the tracks in this kind of games are quite peculiar, you know? So it might be a little bit hard to just casually drive and expect good results. Oh wait, I think there was a shortcut there, wasn't it? Wasn't there just a shortcut that I missed? I cannot tell. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Am I? That doesn't seem to make a difference. But yeah, I think this game might have shortcuts. I wonder if the first places are using it, or if I'm just bad. It's probably the later. Right? Ah, damn it. That's bad. As soon as I crash like that, I should immediately respawn. Problem is that it's hard to get used to the fact that this game does have a respawn button, differently from the previous one. Okay, yeah, like that, exactly like that. As soon as you crash, just press the respawn. But damn, dude, like the amount of time, the amount of difference there is between the first guy and me is just insane. And we have the same car, with even the same color, you know. Even down to the color, it's the exact same car. Oh, respawn. Yeah, the problem is that I'm pressing... to respawn, I'm pressing triangle. It's not triangle, it's R1. I mean, I made it R1. Yeah, I need to remember that. I'm pressing triangle because there was a game that I used to play some time ago that had triangle as the respawn button. But I think that the muscle memory is still with me, even after all that time. Wait, the race is about to over, isn't it? I'm last place. That ain't good. It doesn't seem to be that close, actually. Even though my previous lap was a lot faster. Uh-oh. That's okay. Got it.
That's your best lap. You placed fifth.
Am I gonna get second to last in every race? Damn. That's rough. Second to last.
Congratulations.
I mean, it's better than last, but god damn, I'm doing very badly. Apparently I got better top speed than the guys at the top. But that doesn't mean that I did better. That just means that I reach a highest top, which means that I drive more recklessly. Rocky Pass. I have a feeling this is gonna be a problem. I have the slight feeling that this track might be a little bit of an issue. Alright. The guy to overtake is named Terror. So I don't know what I could expect from a name like that. But I'm sure things are gonna be fine. See if I can actually follow the leaders this time. But I'm pretty sure that they are probably gonna get away very fast. Well, there was one race that, until I wrecked, that I actually got to where they were. So there is still hope. Just need to not drive like a drunk car. That will help. That's interesting music. Oh. Yeah, I have a feeling that whenever I reach the race that I'm alone with those two guys, I'm just gonna get demolished. They are just way too fast. Oh wow. That was very dirty. Actually, now that I think about it, right? Wouldn't it be a good idea to like dive head first into the wall in these corners and then instantly respawn? Because if I do that, it feels like I don't lose that much time, right? Maybe it's a good idea. Oh, these are some very slow ass corners, right? I'm also almost sure that riding the wall in these corners is better than trying to brake and steer, probably. Oh, so I can reach Mr. Second Place. I guess the reason why I was able to reach the second place is because, except for one sector, this track doesn't really seem to have many places where you can wreck your car. You know? It's like for the most part, you just drive into the wall and that's it. Driving into the wall is not a huge penalty here. Not even that big of a deal. Sometimes it might even be beneficial. Oh, alright, that gives me a little bit more hope. I don't know how much of it. Because it also seems that the logic for reaching the leader is different than in the previous game as well. In the previous game it was mostly like it had like a keep up kind of deal, right? Fall behind and they are slowing down. But here it seems like it's more like a time trial. If you want to get first, I forgot about that. If you want to get first, you kinda need to get a good time. Oh, Mr. Second Place actually crashed. Wait, he might get eliminated. That will be huge. If he gets eliminated, there is one less problem. It's a shame that the other guy didn't get eliminated. I wonder if he got bugged like that because I was watching him in the corner. In my experience, a lot of these games only have the AI do something when you're looking at them. When you're not looking at them, they just pretend they are driving, but in reality they are just, you know, they are there, automatically advancing through the track. But if you are seeing them, they can get into accidents. Like that yellow guy. Because none of the...
That's your best lap. You placed second.
None of the other guys got into that accident. So, unless the game wants to scam me, that yellow Diablo should be eliminated. Let's see if that's the case. Oh, I actually got a relatively good lap time, I guess. But yes, the yellow Diablo is out. But sadly, the Diablo with my exact same color is still there. Let's see what happens. Hey Yannick, how is it going? Yes, Need for Speed real. It is the real Need for Speed. Not a fake one, the actual Need for Speed, indeed. This one is the third one. I guess the one that completes a trilogy. So I don't think the Need for Speed trilogy really means much. I mean, after all, most people don't even really care about these first 3 games. Wait a second, isn't this the first track? Wait, this is the first track. Just that it's on the snow, but wait, maybe it has a different path. Because the map didn't look the same. Okay, yeah, there is a different map. Because there is a roadblock in the regular path. Oh, is that a school? The one with the American flag? Oh, donuts. Damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was a very bad jump. It's alright. Damn, someone is sounding the horns? What are you, a grandma, dude? This is a race. What are you sounding the horns for? Are you stupid? Sheesh, these corners are hardcore. Is Chen driving? Oh, that makes sense. But you can sound the horns too. Wait, really? That's my horn? Wait, pay attention to this. Do you hear that? That's my horn. Dude, I'm driving a Lamborghini Diablo, and that's my horn? Looks like a horn from a fucking bicycle or something. Are you kidding me? That's like, imagine if there was a tiger that when it was about to roar, there was the sound of a bird coming out instead. Yeah, clown horn, pretty much. Honk honk. Damn, are you for real, dude? That's my horn? Even the horn from the other guy sounded better than this shit. Unbelievable. What are we, in Clown Town? Well, judging by... oh fuck. I thought you were supposed to go straight. Judging by these corners, this might be Clown Town. Because what the fuck are those corners? I don't mean these corners, I mean the ones before. The ones that are extremely sharp. Well, on the bright side, we might be able to see what is most likely a secret track from this game. On the not so bright side, there is no way I'm gonna win that. Because this opponent of mine is a little bit hardcore. He seems like he goes very far, you know. So unless I'm on point, it's gonna be impossible. But then again, the very last track, apparently, if it is like the previous game, it's gonna be impossible to practice. So like you need to get it right the first time on the knockout. I guess I don't feel as bad for failing the previous knockout then. Could have been worse. It seems that if you want to win the last race of the knockout, you really have to be on point. And obviously at least know the track beforehand. It's okay though. What's important is at least looking at it. Would be nice to win it, don't get me wrong, but I'll take what I can get. Oh. like that there is a relatively long straight at the end. At least
That's your best lap. You placed second.
You are safe from fucking up. Okay. So technically the next track should be the regularly it will be the final track, I think. Probably. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Well, not like I will be able to know now. That's something that you could only know in the other menus. Not now that you're getting the races one after the other. Aquatica. Wait, didn't we already get this track? Or was it called differently? No, it is the same track, yeah. It's just that it might be just like the previous one, a different variation. Alright. That's fine by me. Oh. I wonder if they couldn't get the rights for the Lamborghini Diablo in the previous game, or if they thought that it was a good idea to not include it. Because I'm pretty sure that at this time where this game released, like everyone was nutting over the Lamborghini Diablo. It was like the supercar back then. I mean, sure, there were also a lot others, but I'm pretty sure like the Lamborghini Diablo was seen as like one of the top dogs. Kinda. At least I remember kinda seeing it that way. Like it was the car. Alright. What is surprising is that the two cars behind me are very close to each other. I will expect the brown car to be a lot further than the other Diablo, but no, it's right there. They are actually fighting each other. Well, that is good as long as the Diablo loses. If the Diablo loses, that will be great. Absolutely great. Nice. Careful with this zigzag. I think this was a zigzag, right? Oh, maybe not here. Or maybe the zigzag is this one that comes now. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Keep it cool. Yeah, alright.
It's the final lap.
Well, that was a very clean lap, all things considered. It actually felt that I was in control. Differently from most of the other tracks. This one, it actually feels simple enough. I wonder what's gonna be the last track this time. Is it gonna be Hollywood again? That would be cool. But instead of Hollywood, it would be more interesting if it was Bollywood. So I don't know if Bollywood existed in the 90s, did it? Or is that a modern invention? I don't know. I think that's rather modern, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know about the history of the India. So it could be, or maybe not. You never know. Oh. Oops. I expected that I was gonna make him lose control there, but he didn't. It would have been nice, because he could probably be overtaken by the other racer. And that will mean that the last race will be mine to win. Well, as long as I don't choke it, which most likely will happen anyways, but you gotta think positively. Alright, so far so good. So they are dangerously close to me. I don't know if I like that, because that will mean that one mistake leaves me out. Okay, they are not that close now. Nice, perfect.
That's your best lap. You've won the race.
It's a shame that the other Diablo doesn't get eliminated. Well, I guess it's time to lose the last race then. I don't even know where it is. That's the... Damn, I got the best time. Alright. Well, that's pretty cool. In many of the other races, I was very far from getting the best time. Now, I don't understand how the top speed of my competitors was so high in comparison. Where did they get that speed? Huh. Weird. Alright.
Congratulations.
So on to the next race, the showdown between two Diablos, with the exact same color and everything. What could happen? Empire City is the name of the last track. Oh shit. Alright. That looks interesting.
3, 2, 1, go!
In. This looks like a pretty cool track so far. It's like a dystopian city. Looks pretty nice. A dystopian, well, it's called Empire City. So that means that there is an emperor here. Is that how it is? I mean, oh. That was... No. Go there. Okay, perfect. Oof, that was close. Ah, damn it. Kissing the wall like that is not healthy. On the bright side, so far the corners seem to be extremely open. Which means that... Okay. This one doesn't seem that open. Or this one, for that matter. At least you can kinda... fuck me. You can kinda shortcut them. Didn't see that one coming though. Alright. The important thing is knowing how the end of the lap looks like. So I know how much I should panic for the final lap. It seems that the end is very... Like, as long as you don't crash against those pillars, you should get it.
It's the final lap.
Okay, well now the problem is that I have a lot of pressure. Because again, it's not that hard, but it's extremely chokeable. You fuck up in one of those corners and it's over. Corners, in one of those pillars. I kiss one of those pillars and you can kiss the victory goodbye. It's okay. At least for now we have the lead. Yeah, that one statue there that kind of looks as if it was an emperor. So maybe this is supposed to be a dystopian city after all. And there it goes. Damn it. I think I cannot recover now. I should have gone to the right side. That was clearly the safest option. I mean, it's not over yet, but I don't think this game works like the previous one where the first place just gonna let you pass. That's a shame. Really, now I'm crashing against everything that I hadn't crashed last time. That's pretty cool. I gotta say that I'm very... Damn, even the tree. Okay, I'm flipping against everything. Pretty nice. Well, if there was any chance, now there isn't. Fuck, dude. I cannot believe it. That's so bad. And it's not even that hard of a track, you know. I just messed up. There is no excuse. Well, at least I'm glad that I messed up earlier. Because messing up right there, if I had done everything else perfectly, would have been way worse. God damn it, dude. It's alright. I guess I cannot win a knockout. It's pretty rough though. Like the fact that you need to go through all of the races to get a shot at the final race. Unfortunate. But you know, what can you do? When you bad, you bad. It's the way it is. But it's okay. At least we got to see the Empire City.
You've been eliminated from the knockout competition.
Yes. Thank you for telling me. I already knew, but you know, I appreciate the news, Mr. Announcer. It's always nice to be reminded. How can you lose with a Lambo? Because I lost against another Lambo. You know, that's the whole point. Wait, let me check. Wait, all of these tracks are locked? How the fuck are you supposed to unlock them? And also, the Empire City doesn't even appear. Should have been a tie. I don't think those exist here. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go tournament mode. Maybe that's how you unlock the tracks. Tournament mode has 4 laps. I want to see what other cars I can pick. There are some that are locked, and I don't know how to unlock them. Place first in the expert tournament. Well, that's fucked up. The expert tournament, there is no way I can do that. Later in the tournament, later in the tournament. Wait, the Diablo is also not available? Wait, really? Well, that's fucked up. But I can only pick these 3. A Ferrari, a Chevy, and, well, this other Lamborghini. Okay. I mean, I like the way this thing looks, I guess. The silver color looks nice as well. I guess I could take this one. The Countach. Is that how you say it? Maybe. Alright. Let's do it this way then. Maybe if there is enough time at the end, I could try the knockout again, but it's just so much pressure, and you cannot reset, obviously. Like, in that Empire City race, if I went to pause and try pressing restart, it doesn't work, obviously. I will be cheating. But no, it's not even about cheating. The game doesn't let you. So, you know. Now I wonder if the tournament is gonna go well, because when I did the knockout, I was pretty far from being first place in almost every race, with the exception of the last ones. But here, it's not enough to not get last place. In tournament, if it is like the previous game, you need to win the tournament. I mean win the race to win the tournament. I don't know why it calls it tournament though. It has a very weird concept of tournament. Not like I mind, but yeah, it's slightly weird. Oh. Alright. At least that was better than being sent flying. Slightly better. In fact, I kind of find it interesting the way that these first Need for Speed games don't really have a clear progression, you know? Like, they have different modes, and you can obviously beat those modes in a very specific way, right? In the sense that you win everything and you beat the modes, yes. But there is not like you don't just start the game and you get the progress that way. Because I'm pretty sure that in other Need for Speed games, it's mostly that way. I mean, sure, there are different game modes, but there is like a main game mode in those Need for Speed games that basically is the to-go mode, right? If you want to, like, quote-unquote, beat the game. Wait, what is this car doing? What the hell? Nice backflip. You're not supposed to do tricks like that. You're supposed to go fast. Damn it. I think it's gonna be a little bit hard to win the tournament if I do stuff like this. Especially since the first place is so long gone. So every other car is close, but the first place is an absolute rabbit. It goes far to never come back.
That's your best lap, lap 3.
It's getting closer this time, but there are some corners that even braking a lot, you don't make them that way. One thing that I will say that is slightly disappointing in this game is that technically there are less tracks than in the previous one. I mean, sure, the tracks here are variations of one track, and that's another track in itself, but it's like there is less variety than the previous game in terms of the environments, right? Like, instead of having 6 different environments, and well, 7 if you count the secret track, here you only have 4, or well, 5 counting the secret track. So that's I will say a step down in comparison to the previous game. But I think it's whatever. I mean, doesn't make that big of a difference.
It's the final lap.
It is indeed the final lap. Well, no wonder why this guy is so fast. He's called Bullet. How will he not be fast? Yeah, I need to get this corner right, and I'm not getting it right. I think that I might need to restart. Though I want to see what happens. I'm assuming the same thing in the previous game happens, like they make you do the race again. But I want to see what happens if you don't get first place. Like, maybe at some point the tournament mode is actually gonna mean a tournament. So like it's gonna be a point-based tournament instead of just win races one after the other. But who knows? Anything is possible. But it's most likely gonna be like in the previous game. So we need to confirm. I don't think it might be possible to win. There are a couple of corners left, but yeah, it might be possible to win. Wait, hold on. I think we are actually winning, yeah. Barely, but we actually win. Alright. Well, I won't say no to that. Nice. Right at the end. I can't tell if that was because of keep up. Like the keep up mechanic of the CPU shoving on purpose, or if it was because, you know. Oh wait, there are points earned. So this tournament is an actual tournament. It's not beating every race. So does that mean that if I save the tournament, I quit and then I load it? Does that mean that I can effectively save scan? Is that how it works? Wait, I didn't mean to... Alright, well, I'm she now. Call me she. I'm no longer Gabi, no, I'm just she. Alright. That's because for some reason in this game, when you input your name, if you want to go to the next letter, you need to press right. Which, it makes sense, but in most games when you press confirm is when you go to the next letter. So that's slightly weird. But it's fine. You also start from your overall position in the tournament. Well, I still don't know if it's the overall position or if it's just the previous position, like in the previous race. Who knows? What was the issue with this track? Because these rocks are not a problem. But what corners were a problem, if any? I cannot seem to remember. Were there a lot of very suddenly sharp corners or what? Though at least this game with the minimap, it's a lot easier to know when you're about to get destroyed. Okay, that's a very suddenly sharp corner. At least the CPU does it very slowly. But, you know, still not a joke. Oh yeah, that's something that I almost fall for in the first time that I drive this track. Well, at least the fact that, you know, failing at any time can mean that you will no longer recover the first place makes it a lot more tense. Because in the previous game, knowing that even if you really fuck up, it doesn't matter because you will keep up.
Lap 2.
It didn't really make a lot of the races very tense. But here, it does add some tension to it. A little bit. Just a little bit. Also, if the memory card truly is truly allows you to save scam the tournament, that will be one of the first pay-to-win things Electronic Arts did, right? Before they actually got into it full time. Well, then again, calling memory card pay-to-win is a little bit dumb because almost everybody had memory cards, you know. I mean, there are some games that are quite literally impossible to beat without a memory card. Like, unless they feature something like a password, if you didn't have a memory card, long games were unbeatable. Unless you somehow left the console on for 24 hours. But that doesn't seem like a very smart idea. Yeah, perma on, I know. But yeah, consoles, especially since back then, obviously consoles heavily relied on the CD reader. Heavily relied. They fully relied on the CD reader, since obviously there wasn't online games. Well, there was some Sega bullshit that kinda allowed you to play online games, but outside of that, most games were physical, right? So if you left your PlayStation running for 24 hours, yeah, the reader is not gonna like that. You know? And you don't want to have a console with a non-working reader, because that's pretty much having a non-working console, you know. Yes, Sega Net. Here we had a service called Sega Channel that basically, I think it worked through a television cable and you could download the games that way. It was very revolutionary. I think I remember my sister, well, not like I remember personally, but my mom tells me that my sister used to play the game Flicky through Sega Channel. Flicky is a game where you control, I think, a blue bird. I don't remember if he was blue or another color. I think he was blue. And you try to escape, I think, a cat trying to get you. It's like a pseudo platforming game. Well, it is a platforming game. It's just that it's more like an old school arcade platforming game, like the original Mario Bros, right? That sort of thing. You love that game? Yeah, my sister also loved that game. And then the Flickies eventually got into Sonic's World, basically. By the time of Sonic 3D Blast, Flickies were pretty much part of Sonic's story. And then they were forgotten. But it's okay, don't worry about it. I still remember them. I wonder what happened to the cat. I don't know. I don't even remember how the cat looked like. Oh, fuck. Okay, I saved that. And this is the final lap, so no fuck up allowed. Well, no fuck up allowed in general, but even less here. No, camera. Why are you zooming out, camera? That wasn't a crash. Stop inventing things that don't exist, Mr. Cameraman. That was not a crash, not even close. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. Okay, this corner. Oh, it's still so fucked up. Okay, just respawn. At that point... Oh, no. No. Damn it. It's okay. The good thing of being in the lead is that the CPU doesn't try to overtake you if you're in the way. They will actually brake. So that's the only thing that saved me there. Otherwise, that would have been catastrophic. Especially considering that, you know, I've been doing it right the first 3 laps and just fuck up on the last one. Would have been pretty sad. Though there is, don't worry, there is still time to fuck it up. I'm gonna try not to, but it can happen. The race should be over soon, right? I think that after this is the final corner. Yeah, there it is. Alright. That was... I don't think I can say that was clean. But, you know. Speaking of CD reader, I think it was the Xbox 360 that added DRM to the disc reader, so if yours broke, you couldn't replace it. Maybe, I don't know. I never own an Xbox, any Xbox for that matter, so I wouldn't be able to confirm, but maybe that is the case. I mean, that's something that eventually when some... Oh nice, I can actually change my name. Eventually some companies realized that they were getting pirate left and right. So a lot of them were like, alright, we need to start coming up with shit that's gonna fuck up a good consumer anyways, but you know, they deserve it. Right? And well, basically the latest anti-piracy and anti-consumer technology being the beautiful Denuvo that everyone knows and loves, right? But yeah, companies usually do that, just the way it is.
3, 2, 1, go!
But I think it could be worse. I mean, well, the way it could be worse at least failed, which is Google Stadia or Stadia, whatever the fuck you pronounce that, which is basically not owning anything, just paying for a service. I mean, in concept, it might not be that bad of a thing, but I think it also sets a bad precedent, you know. I feel like not owning anything and paying for a service is something that is some scary shit, at least to me. You got your Stadia refund yesterday, nice. But yeah, it's the sort of thing that feels kinda dystopic to me. Because you know that lately there is like a show that is circulating that in the future you will own... No, you won't own that. you will own nothing and you will be happy, right? That's kind of like a running joke in some places. And I think that things like Stadia kind of reaffirm that might not be that much of a joke, you know. Damn, okay, that Lamborghini got demolished. So according to the minimap, he didn't get as demolished as I would hope for. It's okay. Well, I guess things like Steam are mostly like that as well. I mean, after all, a Steam game, you cannot play it unless you can access to your account. Technically, you still have the game, in the sense that the game data is downloaded to your computer, but you cannot operate it if you don't have the authorization through Steam. But I think that is different, because I think Steam also allows you to play the games even if you're disconnected. But you still need to get access to the account, I guess. It's a complicated topic when it comes to services, software services, I mean. It's kind of it's interesting to see how it will evolve, right? That was terrible. God damn it. It's not going well. This is only the second lap. I don't know if you press pause and if you can actually restart it. Move out. Okay, move aside. Whatever. Move aside, move out, but move. God damn it.
That's your best lap, lap 3.
If that was my best lap, I don't want to know how was my worst lap. Because that was very bad. With the amount of crashes. Oh, ooh, that was close. He almost pushes me out. Isn't this a little bit dangerous for a race? I mean, a place like that, where you can just fall off from the sides. It seems like that's a safety concern, don't you think? It's like quite an issue, if you ask me. Mr. Blazing is on the lead. Oh. Ooh, that was close. I almost ate that pillar for breakfast. Almost. I wonder the expert difficulty of this game. You will have to know everything absolutely perfectly, because the one time I play expert difficulty, the first place like basically was ahead of me for like 16 seconds. Did anyone even play that when like they were kids?
That's your best lap. It's the final lap.
Is there a kid good enough for that? Maybe. What about you, Yami, since you play this game as a kid? Did you play on Expert? Or was the PC version completely different that it didn't even have difficulty? Because apparently you're telling me that the PC version looked a lot different than this. So maybe it also had different game modes? I don't know. All I know is that the game that I played yesterday, Need for Speed 2, I mean, it's been a very long time, but I'm pretty sure it's almost the same as the PC version. For the little that I remember. Oh yeah, it's been so long that it might as well not even count. Perfect corner. Well, this second place is close, but I don't think this section should be an issue. Right? Especially this part with these like chicanes, it's not a problem at all.
That's your best lap. You've won the race.
PC version look much better. I saw it a few years ago again. I can't remember. I only played the co-op. Oh, the co-op mode. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the main catch of this game after all, right? Considering that it's called Hot Pursuit and the co-op mode is called Hot Pursuit as well. I guess it makes sense. Does the PC version got mods? I don't know. So my question is, how do you play the PC version? Because if you saw it a few years ago, I'm assuming that, well, maybe you saw someone else play it. Maybe you didn't play it yourself, but how much of a pain in the ass it is to install? Because that's the reason why I'm playing the PlayStation versions, because I'm assuming that installing those old-ass games in Windows 10 is an absolute and insane pain in the ass. Like, I already tried installing a lot of older Windows games into Windows 10, and it's not a good experience, I can tell you. Downgrade to XP? You mean upgrade to XP? Can you believe it, dude? I never used Windows XP. I use Windows 98, Windows 2000, well, Windows Me technically, which is almost the same as Windows 2000. But I never use XP. Like, I use the versions that came before and the version that came after, which is Windows Vista. But I never use XP. Or maybe I use it at like a friend's house or whatever. I never had it on my house. You have no idea? Wait, but how did you see it? Where did you see the game then? Did you see it on a stream? Maybe you saw it on a stream. Oh. You never use Me or 2000, but you use 98. 98 was very good. I mean, for the time, obviously. Now using an operative system like that is kinda worthless, but you know. Yes, Windows 98 for the time was a very, very solid operative system. Windows Me was whatever. I mean, I don't remember anything overly bad about Windows Me. I think there are some people that do criticize that one a lot, but in my experience, I don't remember any unpleasant experience other than the unpleasant experience of having shit hardware, basically. Oh, these are the slow corners, right? Yeah, they are. Back when Internet Explorer was good. Yeah. You can't even remember? Alright. But how do you... Okay, if you don't remember where you saw it, how do you remember that it looked better? Are you sure that it looked better? Because maybe you're also misremembering that. I mean, I wouldn't... I will believe that it looks better because, again, it's console versus PC. It usually always looks better on PC, even back then. But I'm surprised because the difference from the previous game wasn't that much. So I'm surprised if this game does have an insane difference. Netscape was the shit. Yeah, I don't think I was like I actually used Netscape. Though I don't remember because when I was a kid I didn't really use the internet. I just play games on the PC. Games that I usually had, well usually no, almost always had on CDs. But like when I was a kid I think I never really used the internet that much. I think the only time I started using the internet was when I started playing Ragnarok Online. Not just because I, obviously started playing an online game, but also because I started looking up on forums and shit like that, That was like the first time I used the internet. But before that I just used the computer offline. It was pretty much like another console for me. Just respawn. I can tell you right now that the meshes didn't randomly twitch. Oh, but okay, well, but that's a... Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's a PS1 thing, The textures just twitching like they are having an epilepsy. Yes, that's something that's a PS1 trademark. Unfortunately, UI is also completely different. Maybe. Yeah, it might be the case. Keep in mind that especially a game like this one maybe had like a remaster or something. So maybe it wasn't the actual original game, but like either a remaster or a mod. Because I do believe that the game probably looked better, but I don't know if it looked that better. Because you're making it sound like it's day and night. Again, could be the case, but I kinda doubted that it was that much of an upgrade. Especially because this game is from 1998. Like, the disparity between a PlayStation and a computer, unless it was like a very high-end computer, I don't think it would have been that extremely big, right? Or maybe it was? I don't know. I mean... maybe. You never know. But it's the way it is. PlayStation is a console that unfortunately the graphics, since they were the first 3D graphics that appear in consoles, most games look like shit, yes. I wouldn't say this game looks like shit. I mean, yeah, it looks like shit compared to a modern game, but I mean, judging for what it is, it looks okay. I mean, a game that I will say that it looks like shit even for the time is the first Need for Speed. That game looked fucking horrible. And it also played horrible, but that's a different story. Damn, I did that corner without getting killed, unbelievable. I just remember that of the games that I played on PC, some of them were on CD, but some others were on floppy disks. That in here we call them diskettes, not floppy disk or whatever the translation in Spanish will be. We instead just call them diskettes. And obviously you had a slot in the computer to enter them. It was cool, especially because I remember that most of those floppy disks had labels, like very basic labels that were just written with a marker. Like there wasn't anything fancy.
That's your best
Well,
lap.
especially
Final lap.
since half the games were probably not even original, you know. They were most likely pirate. Not like there was that much of a difference here back then. You just bought whatever you could buy. I mean, most of that shit wasn't even officially available over here. You just took whatever the shops had. You didn't ask how they got them, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to think that in that era, just knowing a little about computers was enough to have a traditional business, right? So you just downloaded ROMs on the internet, you burned them into a CD, and you sold them. That was like a normal business, and to do that, you only needed to know a little about computers, which obviously is pretty easy to say at a time where computers weren't as widespread as they are now. Oh fuck, wow, that was very bad. What the hell? How did I fail that corner like that? Also, how is it going, Kael? Damn, I still can't believe I failed it like that. What the hell? That made no sense. I'm disappointed. That was very, very bad. I don't know if I can recover. I mean, it's not like they are super far, but... Damn it, fucking asshole. Well, for what I remember, in one of the last sections, the AI was very slow for some reason. Wow. It's just as slow as the frame rate here. Yeah, all that smoke and all those cars models are not very nice for the poor PlayStation. It's trying its best to render all this shit. I fucked up. Oh, what are you doing? Damn it. It's okay. I mean, third place is a bad result, especially considering that I should have won this.
You placed third.
But it's okay. Yeah, one mistake is enough to completely lose the race.
Congratulations.
But it's okay, this is a tournament, so no, well, an actual tournament, I mean, so getting third place is not the end of the world. Additional cars now available, really? Alright. Which ones? Hello? Game? Alright. Oh, basically, well, not all of them. All of the ones that were locked. Well, that's because these two get unlocked by winning the tournament. So I can use the Diablo again. I guess I can use the Diablo again. Why not? I think there was one emulator that lets you bypass the floating point integer limit and FPS slowdowns. Yeah, but that's not something that might be like the best idea to do. I guess I can save this, but I'm not gonna overwrite considering that I didn't get first place. I'm gonna put it on the second slot. Thankfully you have 6 slots, so shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, the problem with those kind of hacks, like, you know, skipping floating point or whatever, is that, you know, they work great when they work. Problem is that it's a very unnatural thing that can have a lot of drawbacks, you know. For the Resident Evil games, I think the character twitches too much thanks to the floating point. Probably. I haven't really played the OG Resident Evil games, but yeah, there is a lot of performance issues in this type of consoles. It's just the way it is, you know. There's not much that can be done. Alright. I wonder if anyone else changed the car as well, or if I'm the only one that changed to the Diablo here. Oh, I don't know. Well, if this is the last race of the tournament, that will mean that... damn, I thought I was dead there. That will mean that I could get second to last place and I will still win the tournament. Because the second place of the tournament has 24 points while I have 30. So even if the second place wins, as long as I don't get last place, I should be able to win. Or maybe I should avoid getting second to last, just to be sure, you know. Oh, really? And yeah, these guys did change car. Because I don't think I remember looking at another Diablo before. In fact, I think this ice guy is the one that is just like in the knockout thing. He's also wearing, well, it's wearing a car, no. It's driving the Diablo, the same one I am driving with the exact same color. So it seems that the Diablo is meta in these games. Interesting. There is a meta. Pretty cool. A pretty cool thought. The Diablo is meta. Alright. Apparently you cannot even play as a cop in PS1. Yeah, you cannot. At least not in this game. In this game you can only be chased away by a cop. Diablo beats F1 cars, I know, right? Though there is something interesting now that you mention F1. If you look at the speedometer in this game, these speeds are actually realistic. Those are kilometers per hour apparently. Those being kilometers per hour, that's the actual speed that you will expect these cars having. I don't know why in the previous games the cars were going 360 kilometers per hour, as if it was nothing. That's completely incorrect, obviously. I mean, the thing is that 360 kilometers per hour is the speed that an Indy 500 car usually reaches as top speed. And I can guarantee you with 100% certainty these cars are nowhere near as fast as an Indy 500 car. Like, not even close. And this game at least illustrates that a little bit better. Not even reaching halfway that speed. That's basically the only thing I did in this game. You could lay down spike strips and stuff. Yeah, I remember I didn't play the other Hot Pursuit games, but I played Need for Speed World, and I think you could basically do that. Actually, no, it wasn't in Need for Speed World. It was in Rivals. In Rivals, basically, you can also play as either a racer or a cop. And the cop had all sorts of shit. It had like an electrostatic shock, an electromagnetic pulse. It had, well, the spike strip. It had the helicopter. It had so much shit. Honestly, Need for Speed Rivals to me was such a good game. I know that it's probably not that good compared to earlier entries in the series like the other Hot Pursuit games or whatever, but to me that game was fantastic. It's on the PS4, probably on PC as well. And yeah, it was an amazing game. Like, the cop could murder the racers so easily. And the cars that the cop will drive were also quite impressive, you know. But yeah, maybe the next Hot Pursuit game will actually, because I know that there is another Hot Pursuit. Maybe the next one is gonna have more action in that regard. Because this one is still pretty much the same idea as the previous game, Need for Speed 2. It's races, basically. You have the Hot Pursuit mode, but you just run away from the cops. So I didn't check if you could play as the cop. I mean, I didn't check that much. I didn't see it at first glance, though. And for what Yami is saying, you cannot, so maybe that is the case. Yeah, that's a shame, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, you gotta compromise. If you go for the PC version, you need to eat the headache of setting the game up in a modern computer. Well, you could also use a virtual machine, but that sounds like an even bigger pain in the ass to do. It's been a while since I set up a virtual machine. I think last time that I set up a virtual machine was when I still was in university, that we set up a Debian virtual machine to learn mostly how you are supposed to use Linux, right? But outside of that, I think that was the last time I used a virtual machine, and then never again. It sounds like a pain in the ass to do, so I think that I will I will not attempt to do that. Besides, you gotta understand that the main dish when it comes to the Need for Speed saga is on the PlayStation 2/GameCube generation, where you get games like Underground, Carbono, you know, Most Wanted, right? Those games. Those are the games that everyone loves. So I don't really mind playing botched releases of these old games. It's like whatever. Just a way to like visit. Well, I was gonna say revisit them, but this is the first time I play this game. So technically not a revisit. But yeah. The main dishes are gonna be those. I wonder though, as I said earlier, if I can play them on summer and not have my CPU complain about it. Hopefully I can. And I guess I could try, but we will see. Anything can happen. I think that the game that I'm looking forward to play the most is Carbono. I have a friend that recommended me that game a lot. That he doesn't stop saying that Carbono is the best Need for Speed game. And for the footage that I've seen, it does look very good. Like it does look like the kind of game that I will enjoy. Probably. Oh, it's Carbon, not Carbono. Okay, my bad. Carbon. Or Carbon. How do you pronounce that word? I'm assuming it's Carbon, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Latinos always say Carbono. Maybe the localization was like that. I don't know. Again, I never played that game. I just heard that it's amazing and yada yada, but I never really played it myself, so I don't know if the localization was like that or they just like saying it like that.
You placed second.
Well, that was more than enough to win the tournament, especially since the guy that was ahead of me, Blue, not the chatter, but the driver. Wait, no, it's not called Blue, it's called Ice. Blue was in the previous game, I think, right? No, I actually don't remember. But yeah, Ice, that guy. I think this guy wasn't even close to the top of the tournament. So is there another race? Like, is there gonna be a race in what was it called? So Empire Town, I think. That would be nice. I would like to go there. Are you gonna play the PC versions when available? I don't think so. No. I will play the GameCube versions of those of that generation. I rather not fuck with the PC versions. They seem like they will be a pain in the ass to set up. I mean, you say that works flawlessly, but I think that the headache of making it just... Wait, what? Wait... Did I play this track?
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, didn't I already play this track? Are we playing it again? I mean, I don't mind, but that's weird. Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Wait, is this a reverse version of the track? No, it's the same one, isn't it? Or is it a mirror version? Because I remember this track having these rocks at the beginning, but wasn't it the opposite direction? I feel like we're playing a mirror version of this. I'd rather be the race car driver than the old guy. Was there an old guy? I don't remember. Was there an old guy called Blue in a game? Which one was it? Damn, look at that overtake. It's beautiful that at least this ice guy is very far in the tournament, so even if he wins every race from here to the end, he's not gonna be a problem, but... From Neon White... Oh, wait, Blue was... Wait, who was Blue? Oh, it was the rival of Green. Yeah, I remember now. Because I was thinking of the main characters, but no, it was the NPC rival that dies in a cutscene. Yeah, I remember which one you mean. Yeah, that guy. That was pretty funny. That game was wild, dude. It kinda feels like a fever dream. Especially since I played it for like a week. It's not like it was a one-off like a lot of indie games that I usually play. So it was extra surreal to me. Oops, my bad. Oh,
Lap 2.
Almost 3 minutes of lap time. I don't know how to take that. That was my best stream. Oh, thanks. But I don't think I don't think I did anything out of the ordinary in that stream. You know? PC Gaming Wiki usually has issues. I mean, fixes for issues. Yeah, but no, that's the thing. I don't want to apply fixes. I don't want to investigate more than necessary. You know? Like, I don't care enough. If it was a game that I personally was extremely invested in, well, yeah, I will try to make it work. But no, like, if I can just play the GameCube version of the games, I'm just gonna play the GameCube version of the games, you know? It seems like better for the mind. Wait, did I come here on the last lap? 'Cause I don't remember this place on the previous lap. Was this always here? Maybe. I also don't remember playing this track on Knockout. So, yeah, I'm not sure what this track is supposed to be. The PDH ones. I almost capped it on the first try. No. No. The closest I've been to capturing PDH was in like a random ass attempt. that I remember that I was like 1 second away. But 1 second in a spell card like that. Let's hope those games run well on GameCube. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, after all, the GameCube isn't a particularly weak console, right? I mean, it's not like it's a supercomputer, but...
That's your best lap. Lap 3.
Metroid Prime worked well, but you need more horsepower than in other games. Well, I should check the compatibility list. Then again, I don't think I plan playing those games that soon, because even if, oh, fuck me, even if it is on the GameCube, and even if the setup is relatively easy, I still need to investigate a couple things, you know, so I don't think I plan to play them that soon, but we will see. Depending on how easy it is, maybe. What that rock did to me, yeah. Here, you don't want to crash against a column like that. Well, here or anywhere. Doesn't seem like a very good idea in general. Well, on the bright side, it seems that the second place is not very hard to get. The first place, though, I think we can forget about the first place. I don't think the first place is gonna be something we can get. But again, as I said, it's not a problem because that guy is pretty far behind the tournament, so him winning is not an issue. Unless this tournament has like 20 races, I'm assuming there are not gonna be that many races after this one. And if that's the case, him winning every single race afterwards, it's not gonna make me lose. I'm still gonna win. So, well, as long as I can at least get second place, or at least a place that doesn't suck balls, you know. Yeah, I have no idea how many more tracks could be left in this tournament. We will see.
It's the final lap.
When I go fast like this, I always fear that corner that might completely fuck me up. I also been able to catch the first place. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Yeah, I'm actually driving this track very well, and I had to say that. Of course. Well, not like it was an extremely bad mistake, but yeah. Also, I've been calling this car Lamborghini Diablo. But since obviously it is an Italian car, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say Diablo. Diablo is the way that an Anglo will pronounce it. Which, you know, it's fine, but since the car is Italian, I think I should probably pronounce it as Diablo, right? But I've been so used to hearing Diablo that it will kinda be weird to call it any other way. Good. Keep the speed. There are still some corners left. Nice, perfect corner. And I think that's it. Yeah, here is the finish line. Then we actually won this one. Nice. Get on.
That's your best lap. You've won the race.
Yeah, still not enough to apparently beat the best time, because what appears on the bottom left is not my best time. Apparently it's the game's best time. But it wasn't fast enough for that. That's a shame. But yeah. We're doing pretty good. So it seems that there is still Ned's race. Like, it's insane, but it just keeps going. Like, are we gonna play every other track again or what? Because, like, I'm pretty sure there weren't that many tracks, right? Or am I wrong? Hopefully this one is the Emperor City or whatever the fuck it was called. Empire City, that one. So if it's that one, we know it's the last one. Then no, well, Aquatica, for what I remember in knockout mode was the last one before Empire City, right?
3.
I think we should be fine.
1. Go.
Might be over soon. Might be. The Ned's car in the Ned's car. Oof. Why are you so brain dead, Gabi? No, I wanted to say the Ned's game in the series is apparently a game called Need for Speed High Stakes, also on the PlayStation. I don't know what to expect from that game, but we will see. I'm using DuckStation. Yes, I am using DuckStation indeed. And it works pretty well. Well, as expected. DuckStation just does an amazing job. It's just amazing. There is no other way to say it. It's just fantastic. Can you check if you have geometry correlation enabled? Remind me that after the stream. I don't think I mean, unless it's enabled by default, I don't think I have that enabled. It's in the enhancements tab. Okay. Yeah, remind me after the stream to see if it's enabled or not. I kinda doubt. Like, I mean, here's the thing. If it's not a default option, I didn't touch it. You know, you can switch it on the fly. Yes, I know. It's just that I don't want to check now. That's why I'm telling you to remind me after the stream. So I don't want to get out of the game, you know. And I also don't want to tweak settings, like much less that, right? Besides, when it comes to enhancement, I'd rather not use any. Well, any at least that are not enabled by default because the developers thought it was the best option, right? Like for example, I could enable anti-aliasing and I don't want to. Because I don't think that the result is something that I like. It will just look unnatural. I don't know what that geometry thing that you're mentioning does, but you know, 240p. Well, no, it is upscale. That's the only unnatural thing that I have enabled here. Basically, this is upscale fivefold. There is a 5 times resolution upscale compared to the native resolution. Aside from that, there is no other change. So, you know. And I prefer it that way. I don't want the games to look that different. I mean, I know that the upscale already makes it look quite different, but I think that that's something natural to use if you're obviously not using the intended device to run the game. I'm not using a CRT TV, I'm using a 1080p digital monitor. So obviously, if I want it to look decent, I need to apply that. Crash Team Racing. Oh, it's nice that you're mentioning that, because I saw that the new version of the remake of the game is on sale on the Switch. Should I buy it? Because apparently that game is not on PC, even though the Crash 4, which is another game that was released quite recently, is on PC. So what should I do? Should I wait and see if they release it on PC, or should I buy it on the Switch? What do you think is the best idea? Because I want to play that game. I am a very, very big fan of the original Crash Team Racing, and it seems like that remake, just as the trilogy, is having a very unanimous praise. So I think it's safe to say that it's a good one. Do you have a PS4? I have a PS4, but it's not here. I have a PS4 in like the city of Buenos Aires apartment. You think the PS4 version is better? Well, yeah. It obviously will look better than the Switch version. But when it comes to, you know, to accessibility, and by accessibility I mean how accessible it is to me right now, the Switch will be a lot more accessible, you know, really. Getting overtaken by anyone. On the bright side, this is not the last lap, and even if it was, the AI is not good at the final chicane, so that's the perfect place to overtake. I think it has a lot of shit of limited time events. I don't know if they get added later for normal earn or if they are lost forever. I know they added Brio, which is pretty nice. Yeah, what is also... Oh, man, what are you doing? What the hell? And I couldn't even... Dude, car, what are you doing? Car, for fuck's sake. Who is driving you? Am I driving you or is there a ghost driving you? Holy shit. Was doing whatever the fuck it wanted. What the fuck? For some reason when you respawn, the car is extremely unresponsive. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, since you're going very slow. But goddamn. But on the bright side, we are back, so. Oh. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I guess I also failed the chicane.
It's the final lap.
I was out to say that Noxious Brio is a character they added in comparison to the original, but they also added the final boss that wasn't playable on the original. It's a good game, fun and hard. Yeah, I mean, just like the original, pretty much. Yeah, the car was possessed, but it's basically when you're trying to accelerate from like neutral point, it's very hard to control, and that makes sense. That's how the car will behave in real life too. But yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of like you're trying to get out of quicksand, you know. You need a higher Shin badge to control this car? Damn. Unbelievable. Is this car a legendary? The Diablo is quite legendary, I would say, yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking if I should buy it. I'm very tempted to do it, to be honest. But I will try to see. The problem is that... Damn, what a flip. Alright. Do you see that shit? We are doing tricks and shit here. That was beautiful. A shame that you don't get points for doing those sick ass tricks. In it. The Miku game 3 times? Oh, come on, I bought it 2 times only. If I bought the PS4 version, that will be a 3rd time. But as of right now, I only bought that game twice. Yes, only. Nice, perfect.
That's your best lap.
And actually got first place. Very cool. You already sold... Wait, I already read that, my bad. Yeah, I don't know. I kinda wanna buy it. I probably would. And the best time is from someone called Cookie. Interesting name. Damn, there are more races, dude? When does this tournament end? Have you ever played the arcade version? Of what? Of Project Diva? No, I never played it. I mean, the first version I played was Mega Mix on the Switch. I never played anything related to Miku ever before. Unless you count I Wanna Be the Guy as something related to Miku. I Wanna Be the Guy is my favorite Miku spin-off. But no, The Summit. Okay, I also don't remember this track. The Sega approved spin-off, yeah, I know, right? So how many fucking tracks are there gonna be? Apparently, the developer time is 3 fucking minutes for a lap. I think that might be a little bit too much, Mr. Developer. That might be a little bit out of control, if you ask me. That's okay though, I can do it. I mean, at this point, I will have to really fuck up to have the result of the tournament be anything other than me winning. So, you know. Yeah. No, other than Megamix, I didn't play anything, and I don't feel there is any reason to play any other thing. I mean, I'm curious about the gacha, but I'm curious in a sense that I'm just curious to see what it is like. Not that I'm curious to actually play it, because as I say multiple times, the only gacha I'm willing to play right now is Genshin Impact. That already is taking the time it takes, you know. Because of that, you know, gachas are off limits for now. Maybe eventually if I get bored of Genshin Impact, but so far that doesn't seem to be the case, you know. It's quite a weird song. Miku VR is on sale. What's Miku VR? Oh, there is a Steam game, right? That is like you play like some Miku songs on VR. Well, I don't have VR, so that's whatever to me. So I don't have a VR set. That game is just basically like a way worse version than just playing Megamix, you know. Sucks to suck? What you mean sucks to suck? Are you saying that I suck because I don't have a VR set? What you want me to do, dude? I don't have it. And I don't want it either. I mean, submit all your money to Miku. Wow, what the hell were those corners? I mean... No.
Lap 2.
Though, it would be nice if they release a spin-offs of Miku games that were other genres. Like, imagine Miku Kart. It's like Mario Kart, but with Miku characters in tracks that resemble some of the Miku music videos. That would be great. But I don't think they are gonna do that. Too much of a hassle copyright-wise, probably. But yeah, they most likely won't do that. It will be nice. Or maybe even a fighting game. That's even a worse idea. I cannot imagine any developer that isn't already an established franchise doing a fighting game and thinking it's a good idea. Well, also unless you're an indie developer that just does it out of passion. Any developer that tries to get money and you are not Capcom, Namco or SNK or NetherRealm. If you're not any of those, you probably shouldn't. Damn, okay, nice dive bomb, you sack of shit. waiting for the Diva Puyo crossover. I don't know if that's happening. You can get Tetoris. And if that happens, I don't know if Teto is gonna make it, you know. Oh, speaking of Puyo Puyo, I don't know if you have a Switch, but the old-ass Puyo Puyo games are on sale on the Switch. I mean, I don't know why you will play them that way. But you can actually play the old-ass Puyo Puyo games on the Switch. They are on sale. It's in that Sega Ages kind of deal, where they release old-ass Sega games into modern consoles. You have them there. You own them all? Oh damn, alright, never mind then. I guess I don't need to tell you anything. Well, speaking of Sega Ages, what's also on sale is Outrun. I kinda wanna buy that one. Mostly because owning like an official version of Outrun seems nice, considering that that game is so elusive, right, when it comes to playable original versions. I have a Puyo mod for Payday. Sydney's voice becomes a girl that says... Wait. I unfortunately cannot pay attention to that message now. It will require a little bit too much of brain power. It says Mikus. Mikus Desu Desuwa. Did I read that right? What the fuck does that mean? Black Horde? Okay, I know what that means. Oh, I know what it means. Mixu is meats. And since it's Puyo Puyo, right, they use meats to refer to when you match more than, like, you know, 3 Puyos. And Desu, I'm assuming that it's a stoner ass conjugation of the verb da. Just like that de Bayo, right? Like the sort of shit that gets invented so that it's like a catchphrase. Ooh. I don't know. But I don't know why the Japanese writers love doing that so much. Like basically make a character have like a personal conjugation of the to be verb. In some cases the expression actually exists, you know? Just that they decide to give it to a specific character. But in some other cases like that one, I'm pretty sure that that conjugation doesn't exist. And well, the previous example that I gave, which is Date Bayo, that one also doesn't exist. You know. Alright, I don't know what the first things say there, but I know that it says okay after that. Yeah, you're not gonna catch me reading kanjis. Well, much less when I'm trying not to get fucked by this track, obviously. What's that frame rate? Is that like 5 frames per second? That looked pretty cool. Japanese love to make their novel titles long as hell to the point of ridiculousness. I wonder if there is a light novel called like that. Probably. Shinbi? And what does Shinbi mean? Well, actually, no, it's not Shinbi, it's Shunbi. Sorry, I didn't read the second character. Yeah, Shunbi Oke means like, let's go, right? That's something that also Makoto from BlazBlue says in the intro quote, I think. She says Shunbi Oke and then she strips, because that's the way she prefers to fight, by showing her tits and ass. My roommate is a drug dealer. Sounds like an interesting plot. Same with Mood 12. Oh, really? It's just that Mood 12, I didn't really use her that much outside of Continuum Shift, and I'm pretty sure that her introduction in Continuum Shift were soulless, since she was, you know, literally soulless in that game. It was only in Chrono Phantasma where she started controlling that form. Unless she actually says it there, but I don't remember her saying that. Oh, you mean the assets pose? Okay, never mind. Yeah, that is correct. I don't know how they let that outfit fly. I guess they were different times. Because if Mood 12 was created nowadays, I can imagine especially a developer like Arc Systems will fall to the pressure of Twitter users that don't play the game, and they will probably not release a character looking like that. It will be a shame, because that outfit is very nice. But yeah, BlazBlue is dead, so you don't have to worry about that anyways. Damn, this is another first place. Alright, that's pretty nice.
That's your best lap. You've won the race.
The best lap, but still doesn't beat the dev time. So how many more races are we gonna do? Because I mean, yeah, it's pretty nice that we get to play all these very nice tracks, but you know that I cannot stream infinitely, right? So when is this gonna end? Okay, it seems okay. That's where it ends, because it only allows me to put continue. So this, I win the tournament basically. What am I gonna get? Am I gonna get a trophy? Well, I also am gonna get a car. Yeah, that one.
Congratulations! You've won the beginner tournament.
The beginner tournament, because playing the expert tournament seems absolutely impossible. But yeah, the shower, whatever, that one. Exposure is tactical, of course. It's all part of the plan. You know, Keika Kudori. Save settings to memory cards. Yeah. Oh, you can also unlock the... Wait, save settings, he said? Like, specifically the settings, not the times. Well, not like it matters anyways. Well, I can say both. I mean, it's not like this memory card is real. So, I mean, it will still occupy the same amount of space even if I didn't. Shower U. Well, saying that or seeing that you can unlock the final track that is the Empire City makes me want to try Knockout again. And this time I can actually try it with a new car, so I think that will be a good idea. Alright, nice saves and everything. But here. Wait, you have style apart from skill level. I thought they were the same thing. Alright. Knockout. So this time instead of the Diablo I picked the Shower. The last car is a Mercedes-Benz. That looks pretty cool, but this car green though looks kinda ugly, I gotta say. I think yellow maybe? Yellow is okay. Have you played Sonic Unleashed? Yes. Not on stream, but yeah, I did play Sonic Unleashed. I didn't think it was a very good game, really. The only thing I remember about that game that I like, aside from the temple and Ambience, is the true last boss, that is just the final boss, right? But yeah. I'm surprised you didn't make a show with Empire City, because I barely remember anything about that game, dude. Like, I remember the game, as I say, having temples, having the night stages, having an oriental looking level, and I obviously remember the final boss. I remember the main menu as well. But if you ask me what the name of the levels is, I'm not gonna remember, of course. Also, this car drives slightly different than the other ones, I think. It doesn't drift that easily, which I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. It is faster than the Lamborghini, though, it seems. Fake fun. I mean, I'm not gonna remember that much for a game that I didn't even really like that much, dude. What do you expect? I mean, it's not like I dislike the game completely, but it was the first Sonic game that I remember playing and thinking, you know, it was alright. Especially back then, because back then I was a huge Sonic fan, but I remember thinking that it just wasn't a big deal. Especially considering that I came from Sonic Heroes, you know. By that I mean that, like, I think my first 3D game was Sonic Heroes, yeah. So after a game like Sonic Heroes, Sonic Unleashed is quite disappointing to me. But you know, it has its moments. Again, the final boss of that game, I remember it being very nice. But I don't know if it's a game that I will even want to replay. As I also told you, I'm not a very big fan of the boost mechanic, right? Yeah, maybe not.
That's your best lap. You placed third.
I think that the cars purposely here go faster than in other races because the game knows that you don't need to win. Maybe. Heroes is a good game. That 2D Sonic fun game is calling your name. Rivals Mania. Is that the name of the game? Rivals Mania? Why would you Why will you call the game after 2 different Sonic games? Why will you do that? Also, it seems that whatever car you pick, the fast opponents are gonna pick that same car. So when I pick the Lamborghini Diablo, the fast opponents pick that one. And when I pick the Shower, the fast opponents pick the Shower. So if I want to win knockout, do I need to pick a shitty car so my opponents also pick a shitty car? Is that how it goes? Well, on the bright side, at least my opponents don't have a car that looks exactly like this one. At least the color is different. So it's not as irritating as with the Lamborghini. And it seems that it's even worse than with the Diablo. Like, these opponents are actually very, very fast. You know? Like, the Diablo was already fast enough, but these ones are going overboard. And keep in mind that this is beginner, this is not expert. In expert they will completely murder me. I cannot imagine how bad it will be. There is a Sonic before... Wait, give me a second. Sonic after and before the sequel. Alright. Doesn't come close to Mania's quality. I have to stop pronouncing it like that. It's Mania, it's not Mania. Mania is how you will pronounce it in Spanish. In English, I'm pretty sure it's Mania.
It's the final lap.
Oh, you're saying that that game rivals Mania, like it's as good as Mania is what you're trying to say. Alright, I gotcha. Maybe you're hyping it up too much. I mean, that's fine. Just know that I'm most likely not gonna play it. You know? As long as you take that into account, it should be fine. You know? But yeah. I have a feeling that if you want to win knockout mode, you really have to pick a slow car. Or maybe it's the same. Maybe the AI just doesn't give a shit regardless of what you pick. And that was pretty bad. Oh, wait. Well, I can... Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh, I hated that the car is so undrivable at the beginning. Well, it's okay. Again, this is knockout. As long as you are not last place, that's fine. And this car is so slow that I can just overtake him very easily. That's okay. I mean, it's just that it's not that I am not gonna play it because I don't think it's a good game or whatever. I'm not gonna play it because I have so many other things to play, you know. Like, basically I have, well, just like many people, I have a backlog of games to play, right? it's not literal. I don't have it written anywhere. I just have a lot of ideas of games to play, and those ideas don't include that game. You know, so that's the thing about it. But it's okay. I mean,
Congratulations!
it's fine. My opponents are also 2 Diablos, and then I think, well, that Ferrari's out.
Congratulations!
Okay, so here there are gonna be nothing but Lotus and the Diablos. Alright, well, that seems interesting. That seems like some pretty fierce competition. Quite fierce.
3, 2, 1, go!
The question is if I can win on Empire City this time. What do you think? Can I win? I don't know, I feel like I cannot, but you never know. Like, the choke potential is just too great, dude. It's kinda like playing a Touhou game, you know that you put a lot of effort through all the stages and then you reach the end and you don't have many resources and you start choking. Well, the same is in this game, this knockout mode. Like, the choking potential is just way too big. You know how you are supposed to go to solve it. I also really wonder how you're supposed to drive this car through slow corners. Because it doesn't drift unless you use the handbrake, I guess. So a lot of corners can be... Yeah, I guess you're supposed to use the handbrake. I'm not a very big fan of using the handbrake. Wow, nice backflip. God damn it. This isn't good. Yeah, this car is just weird. It's pretty fast though. I mean, if you look at the speedometer, it's clearly faster than the Diablo, but I mean, aside from that, seems that driving it is a little bit rough. It seems that it's the kind of car that you will need a lot of practice in the tracks to not fuck it up. So I want to... Oh, okay. I was about to say. So it seems that the first Need for Speed game, and I think the second one, right, are the only ones that feature an actual cockpit view, because this one doesn't. Unless that's something that only happens with this car, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe the knockout modes for these games is something that I could give myself the challenge to overcome at some point. But you know, I'm surprised, dude. As I say the other day, a lot of these games that I thought that they were gonna be a breeze to to beat are not really that much of a breeze. That's fine. Alright.
That's your best lap. You placed fourth.
And look at all those Lotus. All those different colors. They all look pretty cool.
Congratulations!
But mine looks cooler. So, as expected, the only cars remaining at the end are gonna be Lotus. Alright. Wait, I'm saying Lotus. This is a shower. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to say Lotus. The shower. God damn it. Is there even Lotus in this game? I don't know if there are Lotus cars here. Oh, I have to stop doing that. God damn it. I have to stop turning when the race just starts. Because, I mean, with other cars it's also like this, but I feel like with this one it's even worse. Like the start is just super rough. Also, I think the way you achieve drift with this car is by pressing the brake and letting the accelerator go. If you only do one of those, it's not gonna work. So you need to both brake and choose, you know, not accelerate. The problem is that I don't know if that's faster, because I feel like you end losing a lot of speed by the time that you get to the drift. Well, at least what's for sure is that the Diablos are falling quite behind. Well, the only Diablo left. But on the next race, there is not gonna be anything other than this shower, so that feels like it will be quite a problem, you know? Like, I'm most likely gonna be eliminated on the next race. It wouldn't be a surprise either, considering how bad I'm doing. But damn, that's brutal. You believe? Yeah, I also believe I will get eliminated, but you know, that's okay. Even if I get eliminated, so what? Bring it on. Believe you can make it here. Make it to the last place. I do believe too. Well, honestly, using the handbrake doesn't seem as bad as I initially thought.
It's the final lap.
Like, it's not like you lose that much control over the handbrake. So maybe that's a good idea for sharp corners such as this one. I mean, you lose a lot of speed, but I think that it's faster than just kissing the walls, you know? If you aren't fast, you are first. What? I don't think that's the way that quote works. Well, at least I'm getting closer to the other showers now, but will I be able to at least overtake one of them before this thing ends? I wonder. I kind of want to see Empire City at least, you know? If I don't get to see Empire City, that will be too sad. That will be quite sad. In that corner that is super sharp, you can take it perfectly with the handbrake. So I guess the trick for this car is the handbrake. It's just that you need to time it very well. Because if you time it badly, you are absolutely dead. Yeah, the handbrake is extremely effective. Extremely effective. Look at this shit. It almost feels like I'm playing Ridge Racer. Alright. I guess that it's good that I phoned out before I got knocked out. Now I need to use it on the next races and hopefully it works. Hopefully. Yes, yeah. So far,
You beat the lap record. You placed fourth.
I am the last of the showers. Gran Turismo handbrake barely moves you. Well, that depends on what Gran Turismo you're playing. I think I remember the PS3 Gran Turismo games. Like, you press the handbrake and your car goes to shit very easily. Alright. So this is the first race where the only opponents are gonna be showers. So fucking up here is not an option. At all.
Three, two, one.
I also like the way that the speedometer looks up there. Like it zooms in instead of having it fully visible. It's pretty original. Sorry, that's the tachometer, that's not the speedometer. Whatever, it's the same shit. Ah, fuck. Yes, I know it's not the same shit, but it's the same to me. What's also pretty nice is that this game also allows you to configure the UI as much as you want. Like you can take away the lap times, you can take away the minimap, you can take away the tachometer, you can do whatever you want. That's always pretty nice. I like when games allow you to customize the UI. There aren't many games that allow you to do that. Most games just have a default UI, and that's the only thing you will be seeing. You know. Some games might allow you to disable the UI, but customize it is only that some games allow only. Not all of them. Whenever that happens, you gotta be thankful. It's pretty dangerous though. Like using the handbrake the way that I'm doing, it feels like at any moment I'm gonna die. Like at any moment the car is just gonna fly off to the horizon, never to be seen again. Can take away the car? What car? Oh, for the UI you mean? That will be interesting. But no, I mean, you can already do that, yeah. You change the camera. That's how you take away the car. Pretty much. So yes, even that is possible. Ah, I messed up. That's a hard corner. Just that I did it too early, but it's hard to calculate that corner. Unfortunately, you're supposed to wait a little bit until you start turning there. God damn it. It's okay. Still got it. But it is pretty scary how any accident basically means you are out. Because you can tell that the last place is just right there. So any mistake means that I am the one that's gonna go to last place. Like that one. Fuck me. Damn, that was terrible. I might not recover from this. Damn it. I blame the purple bitch for that. The purple bitch that very fittingly is Ice. Which is the same driver that knocked me out in the previous knockout that I played with the Diablo. This guy loves copying the cars that I drive. And also wearing purple for some reason. Even though his name is Ice. And, you know, will be more fitting something like blue or silver or white. No, he likes using purple. Alright. I don't see why not. They are both pretty close. This is definitely not a show. Like, right now, any mistake will mean elimination. For sure. I can't believe they are so damn close. I cannot make a mistake here. Perfect. Oh, well, I guess that counts as a mistake. It's okay, they are braking, but the problem is that now this is a straight. Oh, but it's okay.
That's your best
Damn,
lap.
and
You
blue
placed
is out.
second.
That's what you get for being a copycat. Damn. And the only way I didn't lose there is because the AI, as I said earlier, doesn't try to overtake if you are riding their way. Damn, dude, this is scary. All right, what was the next race before the Empire City? Oh, it was the resort, right? Like the Atlantic. Oh, wait, Summit, really? Wasn't it the resort, the last one before? Well, I guess it's this one. Sure, why not?
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Damn, I say that I shouldn't steer at the beginning. Well, at least, thankfully I didn't spin out. Alright. I wonder if the handbrake is also that useful if you use other cars. I'm actually surprised that the cars behave differently. I thought that they would only be reskins or whatever, but this car actually behaves differently, at least than the Lamborghinis that I use. I don't know if it behaves similarly to another one, but definitely very, very far from the Lamborghinis, that's for sure. If only the last track, Empire City, didn't have such tremendous choke potential. Because it really does. Like with those columns, that's the main issue. The columns are evil. But I'll try my best. I don't know if I will do my best, but I will try it. All I know is that last time those columns on Empire City, I ate them for breakfast. and that's not what you're supposed to do. It's a shame that the AI in this game is not as dumb as in the previous game. If it was as dumb as in the previous game, they will eat those columns for breakfast too. But apparently, they are not that dumb. It's quite a shame. Sheesh. Damn, those zigzag corners are something else. Alright. I also think that the tracks that are selected for knockout are completely random. Like, it's not a fixed order as I thought, and also as it is in the first game. It's in the second game, which makes sense because obviously the second game only had that amount of tracks, so there couldn't be more. This might be an issue because that section that I should crash in was close to the finish line. I got lucky that they crash against me, but if I crash without them following me, I lose. It's alright. Need to keep it cool. Keep it calm and collected. I mean, after all, the real challenge is gonna be after this to keep composure and not fuck it up. And that's gonna be hard to do. So let's save all the nerves for the next race and not for this one. That was a very bad shot. But at that point, it's not like you can do much to control them, you know. And even braking and using the handbrake, that corner comes very fast. Very hard to not crash against the wall. Oh, that's very bad. Oh, and that's even worse. Oh, I think I'm dead. Oh, come on. I mean, we're halfway through the lap, so it's not over yet, but god damn it, dude. Fucking backflip. The worst part is that I'm pretty sure that the CPU doesn't fall for that because in this one it's like it's more how Ridge Racer works in this game in terms of AI, I mean. Like, you have the AI go, but they don't really face any obstacles. They just go, you know. I think it's over. I think it's over. I cannot recover. Unless they truly fuck it up. Well, especially if I do that. It's absolutely over. Come on. Wanted to see Empire City one more time. I guess we won't be seeing shit. Fuck you, dude. I'm not even gonna give you the benefit of telling me that I lost. Fuck you. Damn it. Well, that's a shame. But I guess that unless you pick a shitty car, you're gonna be up against tough opponents. Because they are gonna pick the same car as you. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. And tomorrow should be the next game that is, I think, High Stakes. That's the name of the game, Need for Speed High Stakes. So yeah, probably gonna do that. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with that. So have a good one everyone, and take care.